Good morning, Spectrum. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Dylan. We have a lot of news for you today, so let's get started.
Remember, class registration is due today, so hopefully we all remember to do that, even with the third quarter coming to an end.
Speaking of the third quarter, how many forgot to do service learning hours? You know who you are. But if you want to avoid a repeat, the Empty Bowl Service Learning Group is offering 15 non-perishable food items in exchange for 30 minutes of service learning. So come back Wednesday after raiding your pantries.
Wait, back on Wednesday? Oh yeah, after all your hard work in quarter 3, enjoy your spring break, part 1. See you all back here on Wednesday.
Also, a college rap from the U of M Twin Cities will be here today, so stop by the table if you are interested.
Now let's send it over to Preston with sports.
You don't know how bad I wanted it when I said college rap.
Sports.
Hey Spectrum, we're short on sports again, so let's get right into this. Tonight, the varsity track team has a meet in Woodbury at New Life. And now, we have no more sports, but they're starting up next week, so hang tight, we got this. Now remember, March Madness is starting this weekend, so make sure you harass every one of your friends and peers about your bracket and who you want to win. Now over to commercial break.
Food fight! Well, man, it's just a food drive, because every 15 items you donate, you get 30 minutes of community outreach hours.
Well, this is the end of our short show. Continue watching for our premiere production show. Enjoy.
Miss Spark has given Spectrum 11 successful years, and it has continued to grow under her watch. Her continued dedication to this school is a testament to how much she cared about each and every one of her students. Come support Miss Spark one last time at her retirement party, Friday, March 31st from 7 to 9 p.m.
Oh, hello. Well, Miss Spark, I know we joke around a lot here on the commercial crew, but on a serious note, I'd like to thank you for all the hard work you put into this school. So, we'd like to send you off with a bang here at your retirement party.
Last week, we interviewed Miss Kinney about Up With People. This week is a continuation of Up With People where we interviewed Mr. Ruzek. Mr. Ruzek was involved in Up With People in 1990. His show was called Face to Face.
It was considered the 25th anniversary show, and we were the outfit that did the 25th anniversary show, which is part of the reason that our cast was unusually large. We had about 160 people in the cast. With staff, it was about 190 some, which was a really, really big cast. And we had people from 25 countries, including one fellow from East Germany. My experience was really good. It was really broadening in a way that would have been unusual for a kid from a town of 1,000 people in southeastern Minnesota. I mean, I went from, having been on a plane once and been out of Minnesota maybe a couple times to Wisconsin, all of a sudden we're traveling around the world, performing, doing shows regularly, solos, all over the world. You know, one day you're in Copenhagen, the next day you're in Oslo. It was incredibly broadening in terms of how many different people you meet and the experience that you had in the process. I think other people would benefit from Up With People if they're willing to be the kind of person who wants to present a good face for humanity. If you're in Up With People, you're going to be somebody who's going to want to behave in such a way that you're going to demonstrate that people from many different cultures and many different places can be trustworthy, can be helpful, can be pleasant, that have a lot of interesting things to say, that you want to expose people to other people from other places and other points of view, and yet experience kind of this commonality of how people have enough similarities that we can get along on levels that it's almost parallel. If you really want to put that forward, and be that person, if you have kind of the emotional and kind of personal stamina to be able to go out and be that person and to be pleasant in public as much as possible, I highly recommend it, because as much as you give into those situations, you get out of it as well.
This has been Tara Gleason and Adrian Peterson from Noise News, signing off.
This year's upcoming Hollywood-themed prom is on May 6th. We sat down with Coach Churchill to give us some more information.
This year's upcoming prom is going to be at TPC Twin Cities. Ticket prices, everybody's wondering, it's going to be pretty close to last year, between that $65 to $85 range. This year as well, so it'll be a plated dinner, but then there'll be a late night pizza snack. So when people got hungry around 10:30 last year, we will actually have pizza this year.
This year's food options will be lobster with shrimp, chicken, or steak, with the exception that steak will be a couple dollars extra. We moved on to talk about how hectic it is for her the day of prom.
Actually, the day of prom, it's not as hectic for me. It's the day before to make sure to get you guys the information that you need at that before school meeting or after school meeting, explain what Grand March is going to be like, where you guys line up, so on and so forth. And once Grand March starts, it's a matter of just getting everybody through, and then I sneak out to get down there, and Mr. Anderson usually will just go to the place, and if there's been any hiccups, he's called or texted me and been like, all right, I'm here, things look good, should be good to go. I worry about and like I tell you guys, don't get in trouble, because you ruin it for me as well, because it's a huge event that gets planned, and I just want everybody to enjoy themselves and have a good time.
Coach Churchill tells us about the fun that the night will bring us and what her favorite parts of it are.
It's fun. I love it, because the juniors and seniors, like whether they're friends or not, everybody just enjoys the evening. It's fun. I just think like seeing all of you guys dressed up, like the boys that usually are wearing their sweatpants to school, their baseball jerseys or whatever else, like they get cleaned up and they get haircuts, and the girls and their the makeup and the jewelry and the dresses, and just like to see that, and like everybody's smiling throughout the night. It's just fun to see a different side of everybody else. Everybody cleans up.
We continued to talk about the fun that prom brings, and with that, we asked her what her favorite promposal has been so far this year.
The only one I've heard about so far this year is, which I thought was a super cute idea, is Travis Bondi and all the teddy bears, and he had Lauren go on a scavenger hunt, and at each place there was a smaller bear and a clue for her to find him on the stage. So that one was.
Remember to stay safe at prom. We would like to thank Coach Churchill and the rest of the Spectrum staff that helped out with this special night. This has been Abby and Jesse, signing off.
Are you sure that you fact-checked this fact?
Not really. Okay, next question. Myth or fact, there's a purple family living in Kentucky for many generations.
Fact.
It actually was a myth. It was a blue family.
They're not painted.
No, they were just blue.
They're real
Yep.
blue people.
Their skin was blue.
Oh.
Bigger Smurfs, yes. It's like a recessive gene or whatever. Myth or fact, there is a iceberg in, where's Antarctica? That's south. Down in the south by Antarctica, that every once in a while expels a red liquid.
Fact.
This one's gotta be a myth.
Nope, that is a fact. They call it the red blood vessel. Fruit flies can't get drunk.
Myth.
Fact, they have a scientific gene that's called happy hour that prevents them from getting drunk. The Romans used to whiten their teeth with urine.
False.
Please tell me that's a myth.
No, it's a fact. I don't know anything about it. We just read it online.
This has been all the news we have for you today, Spectrum. I'm Jesse.
I'm Dylan, and this has been Noise News.
Keeping you in on the noise.
Some peers about your bracket and who you want to win. Now over to commercial break. I hate you, Zach Clark.
Jesse, you're revolting.
It's because I'm hungry.